I wanted to experiment with coding in ChatGPT just to see if it could build a game just with prompts without having to edit the code at all using Card. So if you've ever heard of Card, I've done some tutorials on this site before, but it's a one-page website builder. It's super cool. I'll show you how it works in a minute, but we're going to dive into this GPT that I built, QuizForge. It's public on the in the marketplace on ChatGPT. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and search for it and give it a shot. We're just messing again with Card. We're not doing VS Code or anything like that. So nothing complicated, no CSS or anything, just straight HTML. And so we're going to get started. So what we can do is come in here and say, let's see, you can just ask it a question like, can you build me a quiz, right? And then it's going to answer. And we'll just go through the whole process here. So it's going to give some ideas. And you can, if you have your own idea, you can specify what you want specifically. So it'll ask these. And maybe we want, let's see, number 7. So now it's going to create us a quiz. And then I'm going to show you how to implement this into Card in just a second. So we just got to let this load. And we'll kind of watch it as it goes. So you'll see the questions down here. And I built this GPT so that it would, every time, so this doesn't do anything. It's just fun. And it just loops over and over and over and gives you a score. And I'll show you how that works also in a minute. But what it does is it gives you multiple choices. So I've set it up so where the choices always rotate. So it's not, there's no patterns or anything that you can get used to. So it rotates the patterns. The answer is always in a different location. And so what we can do is just keep generating. You know, it pauses sometimes. If you guys are familiar with ChatGPT, it used to separate the code. So it's really nice. It continues right inside of here now. So it's done now. It's asking if we want more questions or make any modifications to this quiz. So let's see how many questions that we got. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what I set it up to give you only 5 to start. So you can say, yeah, let's do 15 total. And I'll show you how to implement this as well in just a second. So these are the questions that we're going to add into it. So what we'll do now while that's loading is we're going to grab this script and we're going to take it over to Card so I can just show you exactly how we can get this game up and running here really fast. So we copied the code. If we come over here, I've got a few more of these quizzes. I'm not going to show them to you yet, but what I'm going to do is just click on one of these. Actually, let's go back. We're just going to duplicate this. So this is what I love about Card. If you're familiar with Card, you can just duplicate a site. So if you're making like a similar site over and over again, you can just duplicate it and then just change the text and everything. So it's like building your own templates. So you can see it says draft now. So space exploration, quiz, copy. So we'll just go in here. And now we'll just click this. This is in Card, you can actually just click this plus button up here on a blank page. You just click the plus button and then embed. So this is just an embed right here. Okay, so that's what this is. We're going to go ahead and just click on it. And then this is from the space exploration. So we're just going to delete that and then paste this new one in here. As you can see, it says Wildlife Wonders. So we're good to go. And we'll just click done. And then what we want to do is click save. And then we want to change this to the name. And then we'll just leave that description for now. And then we'll publish it to a Card URL. We'll do Wildlife Wonders. That's available .card.co. So that's another cool thing about Card. If you don't have a website, a custom domain, you can get things up and running really fast with these, with their built-in domains. And then you can get an image. So I'm just going to leave this. I kind of made these generic images for my quiz. So pretty much anything kind of goes with those. So we'll just leave them. You could customize this. I could make a wildlife photo or something and put in there with ChatGPT. And then the settings, you want to make sure the Google Analytics aren't in there. And then we'll just click Publish Change. And now we can view the site. And this is the template that it spits out every time. So I've built several of these. I got a cartoon characters one here. So this is another one. So it'll just do a pop-up when you answer the right question. It'll go through this over and over. There's no point to it. It just loops over and over, just fun. You could do 50 questions in here and really stump yourself. And it's kind of a good way I've found, because ChatGPT really comes up with cool ideas. So it's a really cool way to just kind of challenge yourself as well. So it's kind of a fun thing. But this template with Quiz Builder, with the GeoGuessr, if you guys have heard of GeoGuessr, it's a app where people guess where they are from Google Maps. And that's kind of where I got this idea. I asked ChatGPT to give me some ideas to build kind of a game thing that would keep your mind entertained, right? So that's how I came up with this quiz thing. So we'll go into Wildlife Wonders. So it's ready to go. Which animal is known as the ship of the desert? Okay. Camel, correct. Okay. So now it's just going to loop through. And I'll show you what happens if you get one wrong. Oh, I almost got that. We'll just say eagle. So it says incorrect. The correct answer is owl. So it corrects you and gives you the right answer. And same with like these history things. I have a history one as well here. What year did the Apollo mission? So 1969. Who was the first woman? So some of these really do challenge you. If you don't know, if you get one wrong, it'll correct you. So I've created this thing to build these templates over and over again. So if you guys want to give it a shot, go ahead and try it. And then I'll show you how to implement these new questions in here into the code. So what you'll do is you'll open up just a text document, and copy these in all the way down to this point, okay? So from there, where all these questions are from this const, okay? And then what we'll do is